Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial where we will walk through how to set up Apache Kafka on Ubuntu. Kafka is a powerful tool for real-time data streaming and message handling, and setting it up is a great first step towards working with big data and distributed system. So let's take a look how to set up Kafka. Alright, the first thing we need to do is make sure our system package are up to date. By updating our packages list, we are telling our system to check for the latest available version of software. This is an essential step before installation any new application. So here I have already opened my terminal and now just type sudo apt update. Let's move on to the next step. Now that we have updated our packages list, it's a good idea to upgrade any out-of-date packages on our system. Upgrading ensures that any core libraries and system tools we are using are current, which can help avoid compatibility issue down the road. So for that, run sudo apt upgrade -y command. The -y option here automatically confirms the installation of upgrades. This process might take a few minutes, especially if there are a lot of packages to update. Kafka depends on Java, so our next step is to install OpenJDK, which is free and open source implementation of Java. I'm going to install version 11 of OpenJDK, which is compatible with Kafka and is widely used. So in the terminal, let's enter sudo apt install OpenJDK -11 -jdk space -y. After it's done installation, let's verify that Java is installed correctly by checking its version java space hyphen version. If you see the Java version displayed, that means everything is set up correctly with Java ready. We are all set to install Kafka. Now it's time to get Kafka itself. Kafka can be downloaded directly from Apache official website. To keep things simple, we are going to use the terminal to download Kafka with the wget command. Here I am copying the download link for the latest version of Kafka from the official Apache Kafka website. We need to add sudo before wget. This command downloads the latest version of Kafka as a compressed file. This process might take a few minutes. Once that's finished, we will move on to the next step. With Kafka downloaded, the next step is to extract the compressed file so we can access the actual program files. Now we will write a command to extract the files. Tar space hyphen xvzf and the file name. We need to add sudo before tar. The tar command here will unpack Kafka files into a new directory. Once that done, we will organize the extracted files to be more permanent location on our system. Now that Kafka is extracted, let's move it to the another directory. Moving Kafka here is a common practice that keeps everything organized and make it easier to manage. Now we will write a command to move the files. Sudo space mv space file name /user /local/Kafka. Oops, we need to add space after file name. Now Kafka is installed in a standard directory where we can easily access it. To make it easier to run Kafka commands from anywhere in the terminal, we will set up environment variable. This lets us access Kafka just by typing its command name rather than needing the full path each time. So for that, first open the .bashrc file. So for that we will write command nano space tilde slash .bashrc. Now scroll to the bottom and add these lines shown on the screen. Export Kafka underscore home equals to /user usr /local/Kafka. And export path equals to $path colon dollar Kafka underscore home /bin. To save the file, just press Ctrl+O and enter. After adding two lines in .bashrc file to save for these changes to take effect, we need to run this command source space tilde slash .bashrc. Now we can run Kafka commands without typing out the full directory path every time. Now Kafka setup is completed. Kafka relies on a service called Zookeeper to keep track of its brokers. So we need to start Zookeeper first. Zookeeper acts as a management system for Kafka, allowing it to maintain proper communication and connecting between different parts of the system. So to start Zookeeper, enter the command zookeeper -server start .sh space $kafka_home /config /zookeeper.properties. This command tells Zookeeper to load up with its default configuration. Once Zookeeper is running, we are ready to start Kafka. Now let's start the Kafka broker itself. Open a new terminal window. To do this, starting Kafka in a new terminal keeps it running while Zookeeper is active in the background. Just type kafka -server start.sh space $kafka_home /config /server.properties. This command initiates the Kafka brokers, which handle the actual message stream in the Kafka environment. With both Zookeeper and Kafka running, your setup is completed and you are ready to start working with Kafka. When you are done with Kafka and want to stop the services, there are two options. You can either press Ctrl+C in the terminal where Zookeeper and Kafka are running, or you can use Kafka stop command. To stop Kafka, you can run first set path, then kafka -server stop.sh. And to stop Zookeeper, first set path, then Zookeeper -server stop.sh. Thank you.